What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Bentley Holmes. I'm a singer-songwriter in pursuit of a wild dream, and I've been coming out here every day. It's my little place, my quiet place in nature where the birds are singing and the trees are blowing in the breeze, telling me things that my higher self understands and guiding me along. And I've been feeling inspired lately to hit you guys with these messages because, you know, all these thoughts are just trapped in my head, and it's been coming out to me that I got to share this stuff. So I'm gonna start hitting you guys with inspirational videos, motivational videos, and just general advice from my own perspective that might help you along on your journey. So the topic of today's video is don't confront them. Why do I say that? When you confront somebody, you have all this tension and anxiety building up inside of you before you do that. And you don't want to do it, but it's like, bro, I just want to know, like, are you keeping it 100 with me right now? On the inside, you just want to know. It's like, are you keeping it real right now? So we were just hanging out yesterday, me and you know, and it was the greatest time ever. But now we're around, you know, Joe, James, and Jimmy, and you are acting like you too good to be around me, like you're too good to really even talk to me or stand next to me. It's like, what is that all about? Don't confront them on that. Hindsight is 20/20, and the more you interact with this person, the more data this person or people, the more data you're going to have to analyze this situation correctly. And when you confront somebody, you just go and mess that all up. Okay, the evidence is right there in your history. And this is one of the hardest things that I had to realize. It's like, I feel like I keep 100 with most people. Unless I don't know you, unless I don't like you, then I don't keep it 100 with you. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If I don't care about building a relationship with you, why do I got to keep it 100 with you? Like, why? If I don't like you, why do I got to keep it 100 with you? But people know what they're doing. People know exactly what they're doing. They just don't think you know that they know exactly what they're doing. You know, if you got to test people. And there's evidence of this everywhere. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, whether you believe in God or not. Me personally, I believe there's definitely a higher energy out there. There's definitely someone in control of this ship. This was definitely created with intention. Everything in this earthly realm, everything in this universe. And if you believe in the Bible, if you ever read any parts of the Bible, you will know that there are simple truths there. There are very simple truths in the Bible, and they're all over the book. Like, you don't have to believe in anything to understand that there is truth. Like, when we see truth, we recognize it. And one of the things that God did constantly throughout the Bible, even though he knew what everyone was going to do, is he tested his people. He knew what the outcome was going to be, but that's not what the test was about. The test was for the individual himself, so that the individual could realize, like, oh man, I need to pay attention to this, or oh man, this is actually what's really going. And everyone has been tested. So don't confront them, test them. Oh, what do you mean, Bentley? Testing people, playing with people, that's a manipulative, man. That's narcissism. If you're saying that, you're probably a narcissist. or you're probably a manipulator, because the more and more that I live, the more and more that I go about my life, and I was trying not to play this game of like people trying to control you or trying to control people, but it's like whether you're playing or not, they are playing. Okay? There's no bystanders in this world, you know? It's like you participate whether you want to or not. We're all here. So when you say I'm not going to treat people like that, they're going to treat you like that. And what do I mean by that, right? So maybe you did something to someone a long time ago, right? And you know, like me, I make mistakes all the time. I know how perfect I look. Just joking. I do it all the time, but I feel like after I make a mistake at some point in time, I'm gonna want to correct that mistake. So I'll go to the person, I'll be like, look, bro, can we have a sit down, man? Can we go get a cup of coffee? Or back when I was drinking, I'd be like, yo, man, can we go get a beer or something? Or can I buy you dinner? Can we just meet up and kick it 100%, like two people that like each other? Because every time I see you, you acting like we cool, you know what I mean? They're not gonna meet up. So just keep asking them, man. That's the test in itself. But when you offer them something of value, you know, say you offer them a job or something, like, yo, bro, you wanna make $200 painting this house with me? You know, they'll take it because there's a clear and easy benefit for them, and they know about how long it's gonna take, how much of their time they're gonna spend with you. So that's why they'll accept opportunities like that to be around you. But if you ask them to hang out when they're not being paid or compensated, or when it's, you know, they gotta sacrifice their time, they're not going to do that. So that's what I mean by test. You gotta find ways to uncover the person that is inside, because people are infinitely complex and they never ever show you the true side of themselves. Like, even if you're married, even if you've been with a person for like 5 years in a relationship, how well do you really know that person? Do you think they tell you everything? Like, do you honestly think they tell you everything? Like, it's just like, you know, I was in a relationship, I've been in a couple relationships for probably about 4 or 5 years apiece. And at the end, it's like, this person's like, yo, I'm out. You know, like, we're not gonna work on this. Like, oh, it's just over. And at the end of it, you're just like, yo, what happened? Like, I know this person. Like, we've been together all this time. Like, you're blindsided, you know? And it's like, if you ask them at the end of the relationship, you know, because closure is really important for some people, even though it doesn't make a difference. Sometimes you have to make up your own reason. Sometimes you got to make up your own closure. People will make up a reason and be like, oh, you know, it just wasn't working. It's like, when did you discover that and didn't let me know? Like, so we're together, you know, this past whatever, and you're just passing judgment on me without letting me know. Like, that's just what I mean. So you have to, don't confront them, because that's when you're going to start getting messed up mentally, because they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you how it really is. And I understand why. But when you feel that way, you got to fight through that. You got to fight through that anxiety and just keep it 100. But people don't do enough inner work. They don't do enough shadow work to be able to bring themselves to that place where you can keep it real with someone that you're saying that, you know, you love or you respect or you care about. Woo! Branch in the face there. So don't confront them, test them. Well, Bentley, how am I supposed to test people? It could be as simple as asking somebody to wear black to an all-black party, you know? You send them the address, you send them the details, tell them what's going to be there to drink, what's going to be there to eat, who's going to be there hanging out, and that for this party you should wear black, you know, because that's what kind of party this is. You wear black to that party. That person's going to show up, okay? They're going to show up on time. They're going to show up with a, you know, a party gift and stuff, but they're going to be wearing like ash gray instead of black. Don't confront them about that. Accept the person as they came, man. Accept that they're showing you a side of themselves that is inside that physical body. Because when you confront them, this is what they're going to say. They're going to be like, oh man, oh, well, sorry man, I totally forgot that I was supposed to wear black. You know, on the label of these ash gray pants, it says they're actually black, even though black's a primary color. We all know what black is since like what, kindergarten? Even before that. So, but they're gonna play this, they're gonna give you this story, and you're gonna look at it like, okay, it's my fault. All right, I didn't give enough details. Even though you sent them a message with every single detail that they need, and they didn't ask you any questions about anything that you sent them. So a lot of dealing with people is mind games. And it's, if you're in this by yourself, like I am, you know, charting through a path that hasn't been worn down by anyone, you're making your own path, you're going to have to learn to deal with people. And these tests, like, you're not looking for an outcome. You're not looking for them to do any specific thing. You just want to know what they're going to do. Because people know what they're doing at all times. Like when somebody arrives late to your, whatever you're doing with that person, when they arrive late, they know they're late. They knew an hour before they got there that they were going to be late. They knew when they were leaving that they were going to be late. You know, because they didn't create enough time to get there on time, or what you're doing just simply isn't important enough to them. So don't confront them, because people know exactly what they are doing. Instead, devise little methods so that you have more hindsight to look at, to reveal what actually happened in that situation. And that's what I've been doing, and it's really been helping me see clearer, you know, because when you're in this by yourself and someone says, no man, that's not what happened, this is what happened. In your mind, you're like, oh man, it just seemed like you made a right turn, but you're saying you made a left turn. So you adjust that in your mind, like, okay, yeah, my bad, like I misread that. That's what they want you to think. So let them think that they got you fooled. That's why you can't confront them. That little test is going to reveal everything to you. Write it down somewhere. Keep it in your phone so that when it happens again, you know, like, okay, this isn't me. But here's the thing, this is the most important part, is you can never let them know that you know. Just remember that people always know what they're doing. And that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to keep it short because there's going to be many, many more videos. I come down here all the time. This is one of my favorite places to disconnect the thoughts in my mind and work on my future goals. I plan everything out down here. So my name is Pentley Holmes. I'm a singer-songwriter in pursuit of a wild dream. I thank you so kindly for following this journey. We're going to see you in the next video.